All right. All right. Welcome to PRCHOMPS, episode 10. I am joined with a special guest, Sneakers, however you like to be called. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Cool. So we were originally going to do like a sub kind of ranking sub, maybe a battle of the subs. It's really hard to find like a tier list for them. So I did the next best thing, and that's going to be kind of a sandwich shop tier list. So most of these have subs. They specialize in subs, and then they have some kind of sandwiches. So we'll try to get to this, and if you don't know it, it's cool. If you do, we'll talk about it. So let's just go into it and get started. You ready?
Yep, that's my favorite meal of the day is a good sub.
Yeah. So now you're telling me that like around you, it's more like local places, like mom and pop kind of shops, like which is way different from where I'm from. It's like pretty much all chains.
Yeah, see, like I wouldn't go to, like say there's a Jersey Mike's that's popping up everywhere. I wouldn't go there because there's so many Italian shops that slice the meat right there.
That's got to be awesome, man. I mean, because like where I am, there's
So
no
like
Italian shops. There's no Italians. There's just fat white people and fat white people chain restaurants. It's pretty much all it is. So there's a few Jewish delis that are pretty good around here, but other than that,
we
not
don't have a
much
lot of
really.
Jewish delis, which is shocking.
Really, that's crazy. I would think there'd be like a lot. I mean, huh? Go figure.
I'd have to refer. I mean, I'd have to ask Adam the Jew, but I haven't really. There's no Jewish like New York that just like pop up around here that really stick out to my knowledge.
I would have guessed that there might be like it in Indianapolis. There's a really good one that was built like in the 30s. It's called Shapiro's. It's like it's where you go and you get it's like Katz's where you get the pastrami that's like this thick and it's fresh cut and everything like that. So maybe we can arrange a trade someday where I'll trade you some delis for your delis for your
I'm
Italian ones.
I'm I'm sure somebody will pop off in the chat telling me that I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's not a lot of Jewish like sandwich shops like that.
Huh? That's crazy. Like I would have thought in like the Boston area, there's a lot of different cultures and stuff like that. But all
Yeah,
right,
like
we'll get into
Newton.
this.
You think Newton would be like that? It's a very populated Jewish area.
There's got to be some. I'm gonna look it up next if I ever get out there. It's like 20 hours away driving, but I'm gonna get up there someday when the weather's nicer. So, uh, all right. So the categories we got here, we got if it's the best, if you like it the most, breadwinner, subliminal is the second. Not bad dough. That's kind of like your mediocre run of the mill sandwich sub like this. Obviously, subpar is just sucks. And then as always, if it's just horrible, I just have fuck this shit and never had. That's so if you never had it, you never had it. I'm gonna go ahead. I had this a long time ago, but it's been so long I don't even remember. Have you had Wawa?
No, I never had Wawa. Is that like a Philadelphia thing?
Yeah, it's like a Philadelphia, New Jersey. I had it when I was drunk, like when I was like 20 or something. So I'm just gonna put it never had.
So is that like a
All right.
convenience store?
So yeah, it's like a gas station. You ever heard of Bucky's?
No, so I guess that's like a 7-Eleven around here. You can get some bad sandwiches at the 7-Eleven when you're shit faced.
Yeah. Have you had Speedway Pizza?
I've never had Speedway pizza.
Dude, for $5 you can get a whole pizza and it's not fucking bad actually, man.
I don't think they have a Speedway pizza around here. Is that just an Indiana thing?
Oh. Is Speedway not a national chain?
I've never heard. I've never even seen a Speedway commercial. I've never heard of Speedway.
All right. Well, I guess that's an Indiana thing. I swear to God, I thought Speedway was like a whole thing.
No, I never had. I never heard of Speedway. I've never seen a commercial for Speedway. That has to be in Indiana, Midwest.
The more I think about it, with the Indianapolis Motor Speedway here, it kind of makes sense that it would probably be an Indiana thing. So I'm a fucking idiot, but that's all right. Uh, so Huh. Have you had Portillo's?
I think I had Portillo's in New Orleans.
Okay, so we can keep Portillo's on there. All right. I guess we'll start. You want to start off with one we both know, Firehouse Subs. What do you think about that?
I did have a steak and cheese from Firehouse. That was pretty good. So I'd put that. Me personally, I'd put that in the third tier, which I can't see.
Not bad though.
Not bad though, because again, it's a chain.
It is a chain. Most of these are chains. It's better than some of the other ones that I think we'll both probably agree on here when we get to them. But I would agree with you. It's not fantastic, but there's nothing bad about it either. It's just a regular run of the mill kind of sub place. All right. Jason's Deli. You had Jason's Deli.
No, is that a Midwest thing as well?
Yeah, I guess it is. I'm learning. We're both learning together here. Like I never. So I guess that is a Midwest thing. This is not a Midwest list. This is just the only like sub sandwich shit I could find on tier makers. So, yeah, it's pretty good though. I'm gonna put it in never had out of respect to you because if you never had it, we can't really rank it. But actually, it's kind of like the Jewish delis we were talking about. Except I don't think it's Jewish, but it has the same vibe. It's just a nice little deli.
Yeah. So, do you guys have a Jersey? Oh yeah, I see Jersey Mike's on the list.
Oh, we'll get to Jersey Mike's.
All
right. Portillo's. So you said you think you've had it?
I had Portillo's in New Orleans.
I'm gonna move it up.
Hated. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh.
Personally, I didn't like any food.
Go for it, yeah.
Any food I had down in New Orleans, I thought was gross.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move it down to subliminal then because the Italian sausage combo I have is the best sandwich I got going around here, man.
It's maybe I had that in Chicago.
So
I might be getting that confused with Chicago.
Yeah, Portillo's started in Chicago.
Okay, so maybe that's I got a sausage Italian beef maybe.
Oh, that sandwich is amazing.
Right. So yeah, I'm getting that confused with New Orleans. Yeah. So let's.
Oh, you had a po' boy.
Yes, that was disgusting.
The shrimp po' boy.
Yeah. So I did have this place in Chicago, right by Wrigley.
Okay, so you liked it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was good.
Well, fantastic. I'm just gonna go ahead and move it up to breadwinner then. McAllister's. I'm sure you had that.
I never heard McAllister's. No.
What the fuck? This is crazy, dude.
When I say like you drive wherever you drive, you drive into a Dunkin' Donuts or a mom and pop sub shop, and every street corner.
Wow. So that's like when you get up near Chicago, like in Indiana, like East Chicago, Hammond and stuff like that, it's more so like that, more mom and pop stuffs. But down here in like southern Indiana and then even in the Indianapolis area, it's pretty much chains. I can't believe McAllister's isn't national.
Yeah, like you get a lot of Greek sub shops up here.
Okay. Are they good? What makes a Greek sub shop?
They like to toast all their subs.
I like that. I could go for that.
Good. They usually use a cheaper meat too because they're cheap people.
Okay.
But their subs are pretty good. But they usually toast every single one without asking you. Usually they'll ask you, like a regular Italian shop will ask you if they want to toast it, but a Greek place will just toast it.
Really? So have you had a Greek pizza?
I have, yes. I have Greek pizza all the time.
What's the difference?
I think it's a lighter crust, like a fluffier crust.
Oh, really?
With a different. Sometimes they use goat cheese.
Okay, that would make sense.
It's definitely a lighter crust. It's more of a crispy, light, real fluffy crust.
Okay. Yeah, I never noticed because like I've had a Greek pizza before, but it just tasted like a regular pizza, and so I was wondering what made it different.
It's a
than the other
big difference. Up if you have a Greek slice next to an Italian slice, you can just see the difference right off the bat. You can't
What
flop.
do you like better?
I like Italian pizza better, but I do have a. I mean, I order Greek pizza more.
Okay.
So.
Huh. I got to get into it more then. Yeah. Arby's. That's not even a sub, really. That's just a roast beef.
Is that like a roast beef place? I've seen the commercials. I've never eaten there. Because again, roast beef up here, we're the home of the North Shore beef, so we're not gonna go to a chain place for roast beef.
I would. I mean, I have nothing else here, man. I gotta go.
Have you heard of a North Shore beef?
No, enlighten me.
It's just a roast beef sandwich on an onion roll, and you can have it. I'm not a big fan of this. The way everyone has it is a 3-way with mayo, cheese, sauce. I strictly just do light sauce and cheese on an onion roll, but that's very big up here. I think Portnoy did a roast beef review one time after his pizza review.
What makes it so special? Is it the beef?
The beef and their whatever marinade for their sauce that they use.
Is it like an au jus?
No, it's more of I want to say like a barbecue sauce.
Really? I gotta try it.
Yeah, the North Shore beefs are huge. I'm not a big beef guy, but everyone, I mean, they just hit different.
You think there's got to be like somebody in Indiana who makes one of those, even if it's not good. There's got to be some place where I can try.
It's hard because even in Massachusetts, they're only made like from Boston, north of Boston, are the good ones.
Really? Well, now I got to go on a quest. That'll be one of my next videos. The hunt for the North Shore beef. Make it like Jaws or something.
There's a lot of Facebook pages dedicated to the North Shore beef.
I gotta try it. Yeah, all we got around here is the Italian beef.
Yeah. I'll have to send you some pictures.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'll find that Dave Portnoy review that he did.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember him doing that. I like when he does like the special ones or the kind of not the pizza ones every once in a while.
I think he was doing a pizza review in Billerica and he drove by this place and everybody's like, you have to stop there for a beef.
Yeah, he did that in Indiana too. He was reviewing somebody's pizza and he reviewed the worst fucking pizza places in Indiana. It pissed me off so much. But that was Pat McAfee's fault, really, because he suggested them. But all right, let's get to the next one. Have you had Charlie's?
Never heard of Charlie's.
Okay. Capriotti's?
Nope.
All right.
What are these? Just
I'm gonna put
everywhere?
never had there. Huh?
So are these sub shops just everywhere around you guys? These,
yeah.
All these.
I'm shocked that you've never heard of these.
Nope, never heard of them.
Well, Capriotti's, I think, was started in New Jersey. All right. Let's get to the more contentious ones. Subway.
I've had Subway.
Okay, where do you put Subway?
Subway's trash, but when I'm working at the hospital, they have a Subway in there, so I'll get the spicy BLT. So just for this show only, I'll put it as is that subliminal?
Subliminal or subpar?
Yeah. Subliminal for this list.
Wow.
The spicy Italian's not bad if you get it toasted.
Okay. See, the problem I have with Subway, the biggest problem is every week the menu's different. They've rolled out some kind of new special menu and stuff like that. And it's like hard to get consistency in that one. So every time I have to pick my new favorite sandwich or what I think will be my new favorite sandwich.
See, I don't go with Subway enough to. I mean, around here it's always the same thing. The only thing I get from there is the Italian. So.
Okay. Yeah. The only place I get from. Okay. We'll get to that in a second. So I'm guessing you haven't had Which.
Never had Which.
Potbelly, nope.
Nope.
Quiznos is dead.
I've had Quiznos.
I did too, but it's dead. So it's like, what do you even do with it? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they used to toast every sub as well.
Yeah. It was all right. It was kind of like a bootleg kind of Penn Station to me, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, I think there was a Quiznos in the Burlington Mall. I think that's where I had that one.
You guys, is your guys' malls still hopping, or are they just ghost graveyards now?
Oh, it's hopping. It's just all high. It's what they did was they took out every. It's all high end stores.
Okay.
So
So
they're
like,
busy, but I'm not sure if people buying stuff from there.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
busy.
they got like Tiffany's and Saks and those kind
Tiffany,
of places.
Saks, your Lululemon, your Coach store, uh, Nordstrom's big. A lot of restaurants in the mall now too, though.
Oh yeah.
A lot of nice
I think
restaurants.
I think we probably have the same fancy mall because it's probably a Simon property, I would guess, right?
Exactly what it is, Simon. Yeah.
Yeah. So they probably recreated that blueprint all across the country. So there's a place called the Keystone Mall up in Indianapolis that I think probably would be the exact same as yours. They call it the Fashion Mall or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that's the new thing is they're taking the malls and trying to make them higher end instead of just shoving whatever fucking store. But I miss, man, the old malls, to be completely honest with you. I wish I could go back.
Yeah.
No, not a mall guy.
I used to work at the mall, so yeah. I mean, I am a mall guy.
Where'd you work?
In high school, I used to work at KB Toys, KB Toy Store.
Fuck yeah, man. I loved KB Toys.
So yeah, we used to have a nice little system over there, which I won't say what we used to do on air, but
Oh, is it? It's probably the same thing my friend got arrested for working at Toys R Us, to be honest with you. Did involve video games.
absolutely.
Okay. Yep. Same exact damn thing.
A
That
couple of
must have
video
been the
games.
high school. Huh?
We used to have a buddy that worked at Foot Locker. Maybe a game went somewhere and a pair of sneakers went somewhere else, and stuff like that.
Yep. Before you could download games and shit, my buddy would get the hottest releases straight off the truck at Toys R Us, and
Yep.
magically they'd hit the streets.
They used to have the glass case in the back that had like a little lock, but if you just shook the glass, because you used to have to get the key from the manager, but if you just shook the glass, the thing would slide right open.
Oh, really? Yeah, because my friend, the manager was in on it. Like the whole store was in on it.
Yeah, so yeah, we might have made the news. I think it was once I left there. They may have been on the news after the bust.
I guess apparently that was the racket in the 90s and 2000s and shit like that.
Yeah.
So
Probably why they're not in business anymore.
because all the high school kids were doing that shit. All right. So there's only a couple more I want to talk about because I've never heard of to-goes.
I've
To-goes.
heard it to-go's never eaten. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's crazy that the only one I haven't heard of is the one you've heard of.
Yeah.
We are from two different lands, my friend. Two different lands. Penn Station had it.
Never heard of it.
What the? They gotta have. It literally says East Coast subs on it.
I mean, it must stop at New York. Is that Penn Station, New York?
I think I would imagine that makes logical sense.
Yeah, they haven't crossed over to Massachusetts.
But somehow they made it to Indiana. That's weird. Well, they go where the money is, where all the fat people are. So it makes the most fucking sense. So, all right, Slotsky's. I've had it. I'm guessing you haven't heard it.
I heard of it.
Have you had? I don't even want to rank Panera. It doesn't really count as a sub. Although their Asiago roast beef back in the day was amazing.
Panera, people love Panera around here. It's the most overrated fast food sandwich place. Freaking expensive.
Yeah, it's a hoity-toity. And then I switched because my first job was actually at a Panera, where I also had a very lucrative side gig that involved large cokes and marijuana. So that was but yeah, Panera. Like when I stopped eating at Panera was when I quit the place because the same year I quit, they had switched the chicken noodle soup from a really creamy broth to like the cheap kind of canned broth. And once they did that, I was like, this place is going fucking downhill. I'm out. I'm done.
It's when you order the cup of soup, though, all you get is broth.
Yeah. Yeah. They've fallen apart. And for the price, you're absolutely right. It's not worth it. So I guess last but not least, I want to get to my friend Mike of Jersey and not Montante. What do you like of do you like Jersey Mike's?
So I've never had Jersey Mike's. They're popping up everywhere around here. But I refuse to go to a chain. If I'm gonna get a good Italian sub, I'm not going to Jersey Mike's. I'm gonna go
Okay.
to Lakash's. I'm gonna go to Dom's. I'm not going to Jersey. So, but I'm going to try it now because they just built one right down the street.
Try the Italian Mike's way. Just try it. Just give it a try.
Yeah,
It's fantastic in my opinion.
With these chains though, is the meat just like is it they just send it over frozen and
Nope, they cut it right in front of you.
No, they don't.
On a meat slicer.
I'll try Jersey Mike's. That's my next sub shop to try, I guess. It goes against everything I stand for though.
I know, but every once in a while it's nice to slip out your comfort zone and give it a try. So it's it's not going to be like a chain. It's not going to be like a Subway. I promise. It kind of is, but it's going to be a tier above it.
If they're slicing the meat right in front of you, that's a little better. I'm just wondering where they're getting the meat from.
I don't like to think about that. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. So, but, yeah. So that's our tier list, which was really more us just talking restaurants about the East Coast and subs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so.
What chains we don't have over here.
And how I'm jealous now because I want to go to these mom and pop shops and try them because I'm sure they're fucking fantastic.
The Greek ones are hit or miss because the Greeks like to use cheap deli. So but they have good. So what happens, if you want a good Italian, you're not going to a Greek place, but they have good chicken kebab subs.
Yeah.
And, their steak and cheese is usually pretty good. If you want a good Italian, you're going to an Italian shop, obviously. But
obviously, because I don't have any around here. So if I want an Italian, it's Jersey Mike's. If I want a good sandwich, it's Portillo's, and then yeah.
But shout out to Danny from Billerica who recommended a little mom and pop shop in Billerica called Danny's. Told me it was the best place he's ever been to. I went there, ordered an Italian sub. I think I got 2 slices of mortadella, some bologna, and a piece of cheese. Probably one of the worst subs I've had in my life.
Danny's?
Yeah. Recommended by Danny from Billerica.
Could be a troll.
It was no troll. He was
he was dead serious about it?
Dead serious. For a guy his size and as fat as he is, I figured he couldn't miss.
That is surprising. He's a good guy.
Good guy.
I trust his opinions usually.
I won't take any food. I won't take any food recommendations from Danny again.
Good hockey picks though.
Danny?
Yeah.
Oh, he's kept those from me.
Oh. All right. So when does the golf start?
The game starts. The game comes out February 28th. I'm gonna let everybody get their feet wet with it. So I'm hoping around the second week of March we'll get the names and get it going.
Cool. Yeah. I've been playing all the PGA games since I was a kid, so I love it, man.
We had a good run last year, but now this year we can do the society league, which is going to be cross platform. So
that's sweet.
And everyone can play at their own time, I guess. So I guess that's the
cool part. Yeah, that's the best part about PGA. So
yeah, so
cool, man.
That'll be fun. We'll probably have 15 to 20 people in that.
Yeah.
Looking
forward to it. So cool. Well, that's how it goes. That's PRCHOMPS episode 10 in the books, man. But I want to thank you for joining me.
Thanks. I'm sorry I didn't have. Sorry, I've never eaten at these establishments, but
I liked it because it opened it up for more conversation about different stuff. If we knew it all, we'd just be doing stupid I don't like this, or
right.
Be like. So it actually allowed us to diverge down many different paths. So it was a blessing in disguise. So cool, man. Thank you for joining me.
If in the Boston area, I'll take you for a tour for some really good sub shops.
I would appreciate that.
I'll take Danny with us too, so I can show him.
That's good. All right. Cool, man. All right. Thank you.
Thanks.